Howdy folks! In this video we're going to spend a few moments talking about formatting in HTML. So this is a lot of fun. We get to play around with some text here, making stuff smaller, bigger, have lines through it, have it highlighted or what they call formatted, having small text, large text. Anyways, there's a lot of cool stuff here. Bold, big, bold letters. We get to play around with some of that using HTML. Now, yeah, so there's all kinds of all kinds of interesting stuff we can do. Let's go ahead and get started. First thing I'm going to do is open up my HTML template file, and I am going to save that as something new. And I'm going to go save as. I'm going to go to the folder that I have this stuff saved to. And I'm going to call this one formatting. Okay. Set the title to formatting. All right. Let's take a look and see which one we want to do first here, because there are all kinds of cool ones that we can do. All right. So there are all kinds of different text that you can display. Bold text, important text, italicized text, emphasized text, marked text, small text, deleted text, inserted text, subscripts, and superscripts. The same kind of stuff that you do in Word to kind of set your, to format your text, you can do the same thing in HTML. So the first one I want to talk about is strong or bold formatting. Okay. Here's something that you can do. There are two tags that you can use. One is the B tag for bold tag. The other one is the strong tag. Now, it depends on the browser and who you're talking to and what the standards are and all that. But the bold tag or the B tag just says that the text is bold. Okay, that's it. It's bold text. The strong tag says that it's not only bold, but it's also important. So for example, let's create a new paragraph, a couple of them, okay? And I'm going to say bold text. Okay, that first paragraph. Second paragraph, I'm going to say strong text. Here's the difference. If I want something to be bold, all I need to do before the text that I want to display in bold, I need to do an open B tag. And then after I'm closing out the text, I want to stop making things bold, I just do a closing B tag. Okay. This just says that the text is bold. When I talk about strong, I do an open strong tag prior to the text that I want to be bold and emphasize that it is important. Okay. And then again, just close it out with a closing strong tag. Now, what you'll see is let's open my file, and all you're going to see are basically two bold sentences. Basically, there are paragraphs. Okay, you don't see any difference viewing it, but the browser treats this line of text is something that is important. This line of text is just simply bold. Okay? You do need to know that because that could affect it on certain browsers, especially for mobile devices. Okay? All right. Next up, we have italicized and emphasized formatting. Okay. So there are a couple different ways to do this. One, you can use what's called an I tag, and that just says italics. Okay, it's been around forever, and all it does is it just makes your text italicized. And then you have an emphasized text. Again, that means that the text, while it's emphasized, it is important as well, right? So you're saying like, look, I'm making something in italics, but you should read this. Okay, that's basically what it's telling the browser. Here's the difference. I'm going to say italics. I'm going to create a new paragraph. I'm just going to type in italics. And another paragraph that says emphasized text. Okay, here's the difference. Italics, I tag, open, and then a closing I tag after we're done with our italicized text. Emphasized, that's an EM tag. Now, when I go and I look at it, it looks the same, okay? The difference is semantically, this bottom one means that it's something that's important. It should be read. It should be emphasized. Can you say that to yourself? Emphasized. All right. Next thing. Small formatting. All that small does is it makes something small. Okay, so for example, I'm typing a sentence that says something like this: the dog runs after the ball. And I want the dog, the word dog, in smaller text and the surrounding text around it. This is how you do that. You just type in small. Whatever text you want to make small, do an open small tag before it and a closing small tag afterwards. And that's it. And here's what you'll see. See the word dog there? It's smaller than the text around it. Pretty cool, huh? Okay, not really, but it's kind of interesting, I guess. Marked formatting. This one, all I want to do is I want to highlight with the text. So let's say, for example, I type in the words highlighted text. And all I need to do is just type in the mark tag to open the mark tag, whatever I'm highlighting, and then close mark tag when I'm done. And all I'm doing is I'm highlighting the word highlighted because I'm awesome like that. All right. So see how my text is highlighted? Pretty cool, huh? Okay, not really, but it's something you need to know how to do. And then deleted text, basically the same kind of thing. I'm just going to type in a new paragraph that says deleted text. And that tag, and it's not one that I use very often, so I actually had to look it up real quick, is the del tag or delete tag. And you know, you have CSS that can do a lot of this too, but this is how you do it in HTML5. Okay, so that just shows some deleted text. If I insert some text, it's basically the same as the del tag, only it's called ins for insert. So pretty much the same thing. Okay? Only it inserts text, and basically that is not a fancy way to underline your text either. It's a totally different tag. This one just shows that this text was inserted. Okay? So try not to get that confused. How you always get somebody who's like, oh, you know, I wanted to do some underlining, so I did int. So I'm like, don't do that. All right. Subscript. What this does is this just puts the text that you're typing underneath the text around it. Okay? Slightly lower. Just typing in this is subscripted text, and all I need to do is whatever word you want subscripted in this case. It is said the word subscripted. I want subscripted. Can you say that? Subscripted? Subscripted text. All this does is when I go to run the file here, it just puts text underneath. And then superscripted, which is basically the same tag, only it's soup instead of sub. It's sub. This is sub or soup. Superscripted. Kind of like a superhero. Okay. And my example says this is superscripted text. It's pretty awesome, right? All right. So there are a ton of different formatting tags you can use, but these are the most common ones, and they're the ones that we have in our tutorial and that you'll use most of the time. So what I would do is actually go in and start playing around with all these different tags typing in some paragraphs and sentences and basically do the same thing I just showed you here, okay? And maybe even go to the resources on W3 Schools and take a look at all the different possible tags that you can use for formatting, because there are a lot of them and you do need to be familiar with them. Now, granted, you'll be doing a lot of the same stuff with CSS, but it's good to know how to do it with HTML as well, which is the focus this week. So anyways, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and just let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.